All right, so with this technique, what I'm going to do is, all right, so this side will be blue, this side will be orange, and then I'm about to apply this linear subdivision to get equidistant marks along this vertical edge right here. Okay. Let me use this bigger copy. Let me use that instead. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come here with this line. Let me do it here instead. Again, doesn't matter what angle you use, just lay that down, let the line be shorter. And let me make it 1.5. Or let me just go with 1 and go with 1.5 like that. So from here to here. Okay. And then so there we go. Then I'll subdivide this. All right, so I'm not going to go with a whole lot of subdivisions. Because if I go any smaller than that, it'll be hard to see. So there we go. And let me line that up. Definitely want you guys to see this part, so I better position myself properly. All right, there we go. So those are our equidistant subdivisions that we're going to be working with. Now, what you can also do is take your ruler, and if you break things, if you measure this out and then you break down the measurement and subdivide it equally, remember that, or well, let me tell you, this line here can serve as a constant. Okay, so you can lay down your measurements here, but once those measurements are projected out, whatever the measurement is here, between here and here, when it's projected out here somewhere, or out here somewhere, I'm sorry, the measurement here is not going to be the same as the measurement here because of the effect of perspective, okay? So, but for both walls intersecting here, this line serves as a constant. These subdivisions along this line are fine, and even if they're projected out here, it will still represent whatever the length is here will still be represented here, or whatever the length is here will be represented out here or out here. Okay, because of this is nice, and this is a nice constant that you can work with. Okay, even if you push this wall back, say you push the wall back here, and then you use the vanishing point to bring this point over here, you know, it's still, the ratio will still remain the same. All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and, yes. Now we're trying to solve the problem of this vertical, okay? So at first we took this line, connected it all the way to the other end of the full rectangle or the full wall, and this is what we got, this wide spread of the division, and we're trying to avoid that here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come out here to the first division, and you just need to come out once. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna switch to centimeters because it's smaller. And I'm gonna go 1 centimeter on this side and 1 centimeter on the up the 1 centimeter up the line from the first vanishing point, and then 1 centimeter up the line from the second vanishing point. Okay? And all you need is that first step. I'm off a little bit. I'm off a lot. Okay, somewhere there. All right, so we've got that, and we've got that, and I'll just take my ruler. So this is all what you need to do. Just one step out, and at that point, drop a horizontal line. Drop another horizontal line. Okay, that's all you need. Don't do anything else after that. Next, let's see, what did I say? This was gonna be the orange side. So I'm gonna take these subdivisions and get my horizontal lines on this wall. So we've got that. So just remember, for those of you watching the video, the lines here go back to vanishing point 1. I don't want them getting mixed up. I could let them get mixed up, but I don't want to. I want to keep it as clear as possible. That goes there like that. That's almost on the horizon line. That's why you can sort of see why I like to avoid mixing my construction lines with other major parts of the drawing. Okay, so we've got that, and we can see they're kind of long-ish. All right, let me go ahead and extend the lines using the blue pen for this side of the wall. There we go. All right, so once we've got that, what you want to do, keep the blue pen open, what you want to do next is, instead of connecting, we don't even have to draw a wall here, an end point here or an end point here. So let's say we did have an end point. Instead of connecting from this corner to the opposite corner on this end point, what you're going to do is connect from this corner to this corner and extend that line out. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to use a small ruler. I'm going to use the orange pen, and what you do is connect that out to the top there, okay? And what that does is that it gives you this division, this division, this division, and then this division at the top. And so you can go in there and subdivide that, or drop your, subdivide it, drop your vertical all the way down. And then, oh no, I don't have any more subdivisions. What do I do next? You come down here, you go back to this corner right here, project a line through this corner, the opposite corner, all the way to the top, and you're good to go. It'll give you that, give you that, give you that, and it'll give you that. And you just continue until you get to the end of that wall. Okay? And wall in quotes. Okay? It's a wall just there to help with the construction of your grid. Okay, so we're going off the page, but I'll just extend it anyway, to as far as it can go, which gives me that and something off the page there. So you know, and as you can see, you can actually take this further out. Even with your vanishing point being here, you can take this further out and continue to build a grid. It'll get wider and wider, and then when you construct stuff in the space and you start to put objects here, that's where you can play around with the distortion of some of your shapes and objects. Let me say that again, because I was off the page, I think. Yeah, you can extend this even further out, and leave your vanishing point here, and even continue some of your compositions out here, and let your objects just be distorted, and you can have fun with that. Do what you want with that. Play around with that, experiment with that, all kinds of stuff. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing over here, because now we have this here. I'm going to come with blue, the blue pen, and extend this out, connect to that little corner, a little teeny tiny corner. Which will give me that point, that point, that point, and that point. And I will drop the vertical, drop the vertical, drop the vertical, drop the vertical. Oh my God, I forgot. What do we do again? We go back here, go down the line, go back one to this corner, connect it to this corner. I'm gonna need my long ruler. Let's see where it takes us. There we go. Will this allow me to, let me just use my long ruler. Drop my vertical. Now, I will say, I'm eyeballing it, and I'm sort of freewheeling it a little bit. When you guys do yours, make sure that your vertical lines are perpendicular with the horizon line. Mine are at a bit of an angle. They're parallel to each other, but I did that not paying full attention to my horizon line. You pay attention. Ooh, did I miss a spot? No, I didn't. False alarm. Sorry about that. False alarm. Yeah. So when you're dealing with these vertical when you're dealing with these vertical lines, just make sure that everything is perpendicular to your horizon line. Okay, that's important to your construction, but mine's a little wonky. Okay, so with that done, I'm going to go ahead and complete the grid real quick. So, and I want you to see what happens when let's say your vanishing point came here. You can still work out your grid, and you can still see even more clearly where the distortion is going to take place, or within what area you want to work in if you don't want any distortion to happen in your composition. There we go. Excuse me. What I'll do is that I'll do all the, whoops, I slipped, messed up. I'll do the whole floor in orange and the ceiling there we go, the ceiling in blue. Okay, so we have that. Now, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Get over here, this and that. Okay, there's your grid. Let's switch over to the ceiling. We start here. And Missed one. For all you ASMR fans out there, let me know if the sound of that pen going over the paper is appealing in some way or grating to the nerves. All right, there is your 2-point perspective grid. That is how it works. I've shown you 3 different ways to do it. Okay, so this is the final way. This is the way I like to do it. This is the way, this is what makes me happy. Just looking at that, I'm pretty proud of it. Anyway, I hope you guys like it too. I hope it works for you. But then again, I've shown you 2 other ways. All right, where you can build up your grid. In this way, where it spreads, where the lines spread out, you can always come back in here and subdivide this vertical even further so that you can get smaller subdivisions here. I don't trust that. So this would be my least favorite way of doing it. I would do this for some other, like something else entirely. I would not use this as a grid. That's just my personal take. This method here, where I subdivided, where I just kept subdividing by connecting the corners, this would probably be my second favorite method, and I'll play with that a little bit more to see what I would do with that. I'm sure I'll find a use for that. This is the way. This is my preferred method right here. So try it out. Yes, I know the video for this was kind of long, but it needed to be because I really wanted to cover every single detail and I did not want to rush through any part of it. So take your time watching the video, take breaks as needed. Leave your comments down below. Let me know how working on this, how this works out for you. And again, keep the discussions down there positive and productive and constructive. All right. Okay, so this is the visual arts channel, Stractify. We are still in the 2-point perspective part of our perspective drawing series, and I will see you next time. Have fun.